Top 10. Starting from the bottom, Mr. 19-year-old Peyton Martin, who I saw quite a bit. We have some video of him. Just go search our YouTube channel, and you'll see some video of him pitching. He was dominant at Rancho. He was, he's tons of improvement. He's knocking on the door of 100 miles an hour. And by the way, I'm going to get to the chats in a minute again, but let's go through this. Then we had, obviously a large drop. Diego Cartaya. Hopefully, I just hope he's healthy first and foremost. I'm not sure he was. His back. He might need a position change, but the worst thing is he's become such a good catcher. So that's Diego. And then number 8, he missed a shoulder injury, was Andy Paez. So he can play all the outfield positions. He is on the 40-man. So is Diego, by the way. So I expect to see Andy Paez make his Major League debut in 2024. So exciting, considering he was almost dumped off to the Angels. Kyle Hurt, number 7, who did make his Major League debut, is on the 40-man roster and is going to contribute. I've talked about him as being a bullpen candidate. Clint Pasillas also talked about it on his show. If you're not watching, it's at RealFRG. Make sure to check him out. And he's already killing it. I mean, Clint's so darn freaking good at this stuff. But he's just so good. And we'll hopefully I'll be on his show and he'll be on here. Yeah. Then number 6, River Ryan. Thank you, Matt Beatty. Thank you, AJ Preller. River Ryan is another right-hander. So that's 3 right-handed pitchers so far. He was at AA. And then, so this season he'll be at AAA, he'll be on the 40-man after next year. But yeah, he's a real good one, a real gamer, he's a great athlete. He's a shortstop. These shortstops are usually some of the best athletes out there. Michael Bush, number 5, and part of that might just be because he's 26 years old and maybe a little bit of positionless. Don't know where he's going to play this year. I'd like to see him get a chance in the outfield. They are putting outfield with him, which is a good thing. I think that's a positive. Now, if you can see that he's an outfielder and second baseman, he will not be playing second base for the Dodgers. Probably not. So, the only way, I don't know how he gets playing time other than the outfield, unless someone gets hurt, which heaven forbid. Number 4. Tyrone Lorenzo. Just remember, I'm the first one to start putting it out on this guy. I don't like to toot my own horn too much, but I'm tooting my horn there. I was in on him on spring training, talked about him on, I believe it was the Dodgers prospect report. We have articles about him. We got some video of him. We have an interview with him in Espanol, with Trinidad. Very, very excited about him. He's very underrated defensively. He can also play first. He's a big kid. Man, I'm just excited about him. So be excited about Tyrone Lorenzo. Then number 3 is Nick Frasso. Another, just like if you heard it 100 times from me already, the right-handed Alex Wood. And it's nasty. Casey Porter of Dodgers Daily has some really good things just about, he is basically, he doesn't call it magical. I'm going to call it magical, but his fastball is very, very interesting. And Casey's got details about that. Number 2, Josue De Paula, 18 years old. Yeah. We have a ton of stuff on him. I love his swing. Love watching his plate appearances. I like he has the Juan Soto eye. I'm not saying he's Juan Soto, but you just never know. And last but not least, the number 1 is Dalton Rushing. He's He's becoming such a better catcher. He did have a concussion last year, so I'm going to ignore his numbers because they went down a lot after the concussion. But I'm going to ignore that. So that is the top 10. So to go, let's do a little quick thing here. Okay. Peyton Martin, I think he was like a 17th round draft pick. Diego Cartaya, international free agent. Andy Paez, international free agent. Former Angels great base, almost. Kyle Hurt, drafted by the Marlins. We got him and Alex Vesia for Dylan Floro. River Ryan, drafted in the 11th round in 2021 by the San Diego Padres. Your San Diego Padres as a shortstop. The Dodgers acquired him in the spring of 2022 for Matt Beatty and made him a pitcher. Michael Busch, 2019 first rounder. His agent, Jonah Rosenthal, who we interviewed with, and one of my favorite interviews I've ever done. Please check that one out, Jonah Rosenthal. Just search for that inside my thing. He was the scout that signed him. They were on Lorenzo, international free agent. Nick Frasso acquired for Mitchell in the Mitchell White trade. Josue De Paula, international free agent. Dalton Rushing, second round. Well, was it? Yeah, second round draft choice. Basically the 40th pick. Right around the competitive balance in that area. So kind of first round, kind of not. But none of these guys were obviously high first rounders. What a mix. And 3 of them were acquired in trade.